Okay guys, we're here for another episode of These Fools Don't Know What They're Doing. Okay, so what we have here is a GT Pro Series. What year is it? I want to say 93, 94, 90, I don't care because I don't get paid to know that. So this guy right here, earlier when the customer brought it, literally this thing did not move. Did you see me kick it? Mm-hmm. Dude, I literally kicked it to break the rust loose. But it's coming in. So the customer goes, what do I need to do to get this thing going? I mean, honestly, new tires, tubes, and grips. Not even grips. New tires and tubes, you get it going. He goes, you know what I mean. Guys, I don't know what you mean. Get it going. There's a lot of get it going, okay? Yeah, I can give this to one of those crazy guys out there. He'll ride it without tires. I'm pretty sure some of you guys seen that. So he goes, no, I want to get this thing healthy again. So okay, so what do you want to do? There's a lot of ways to do it. He goes, I want to keep as much on here as possible. Whatever could be repaired, whatever could be clean, whatever could be salvaged. Cool. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go, grip's gotta go. Believe it or not, this grip used to be clear. Let me remind you, it used to be clear. Guys, look at this. Oh my God, this, yeah, so that's gotta go. The tires itself, he said, oh, we can't use it. Look at this. No, you cannot reuse it. And so he asked, well, I watched some of you guys' video and I know you guys we could locate you these tires. Hence, look at the 20-inch, pretty good condition. But guys, these tires were made about 40 years ago, okay? No tire's gonna last that long and you could pump it up to the fullest. So even if I could find you a set, you're wasting your money because it's gonna run you a couple $100 each. But when you pump it up, there's a good chance it's gonna blow up. So forget about it. We're gonna go and we're gonna put on some Comp 3 style 24. Inexpensive, fresh rubber, pretty good for the bang for your buck. So then after that he goes, okay, well, what about the chrome? Guys, the chrome's fine. All this is just like a haze oxidation. Look at this. Look how good that is. So we're gonna tear it apart, give it an acid bath. What sucks is that, look at the crank. This crank, some of you guys know it's money. If this crank was all chrome and the writing was all there, it's all money. So hopefully if we soak this, usually the acid we use won't strip this. Hopefully it doesn't strip that. It will be great. He's convinced that he wants to use the freewheel. We're like, hey dude, there's nothing special. He wants it as much original. We're gonna throw that into the bath too. All this, if you look at this, it all comes off. It all comes off. So we're just gonna go wash this, new brake cables. As for the seat, believe it or not guys, out of this whole thing, the seat's probably one of the scariest things for me. Because you gotta look at how clean the seat is, meaning there's no rip. But look at this color. It's all oxidized, right? I told him none of this is gonna come off. So we're gonna try to get this off. We're gonna try to tape it and this, but as in all this, we're just gonna give it a little slight soap surface wipe. I don't wanna go beyond this because I don't want water or any kind of solution getting into the foam and it just start melting the foam. Okay, if Bill Nye was still alive, I would hit him up and ask him if it's gonna work. I don't know, but there's no way I could ruin this and replace it for him. The stem it's aluminum. I hate to put the aluminum inside the bath because the acid, it will kind of corrode it. So I want to show you this dyno that we're in the process of putting together that we had stripped. If you look at the stem, looks pretty good. These stems were never polished. They always had this kind of like this light silver. So what I did with this is, you know, the pumice hand cleaner, I just put a bunch in my hand and you just rub this thing down. Some of you guys, your mind's going back in the gutter. Rub this thing down and it'll just rinse it. It looks like that and get new bolts. That's what we're gonna do to that. put this puppy back together, call this guy up. But we're gonna do the same thing to this. So only parts we're gonna replace is the cable, tires, tubes, spokes, grips, and that's it. Everything else is just a matter of washing and cleaning. So stay tuned. We're gonna start stripping this guy down and I'll take you through this process.
Let's pop the wheel out first.
This guy's working with a broken wrist. Okay, so again, we're just gonna tear down the biggest parts. Amazingly, a lot of this stuff. Sometimes if we start doing this and it shows a little bit of sign of resistant, we'll just soak it up and then let it sit. Another thing to keep in mind is we're gonna relace this. So before you go happy and start cutting spokes off, bust the free wheel off first because you need the wheel to be intact. Shuma, come here.
Oh.
Move this.
Okay.
Move this. I want to show you guys how tight this is. Try to move that. Oh, there
we
moved.
go.
It moved.
But it doesn't go outside.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, it was so seized on there. That's just to go show you guys. This bike itself doesn't seem like there's a lot of wear and tear. It seems like when it was bought, it just kind of sat. Because look, you could tell. Look at the sides. This is the one thing you could tell. Look at the word GT. This thing hasn't been dropped or laid down unless the rider happens to be really good at riding and has never fallen. And then, you know, when you guys pedal, your shoe kind of rub all this off. This bike wasn't ridden, dude. Tear all this thing down.
I just feel ears on these bikes.
Yeah.
The tires right here. It's like a Barbie hair.
Barbie?
Yeah.
Barbie?
You've never seen those?
No, man.
Oh, like that doll hair.
That's creepy stuff.
Oh.
Why are you thinking about Barbie's hair?
Oh, it's pretty normal in Japan.
You guys into all the anime stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Only toy Shuma likes is the Tenga egg.
I actually love this.
See, surprisingly, all the nuts and bolts are coming off really easy. So this guy, all this rust, it tells me it wasn't sitting in the rain. Because if it was in the sun and rain, this would have been all cracked. The grip, you gotta leave it there, it'll melt. This thing was probably in a shed outside, which still get moisture, but it won't get any sun to damage. Yeah, look at the bar ends. This bike has not been laid down. Whoever had this bike didn't really ride it much. And that's one of the things, guys, if you're gonna go look at a bike and you wanna like see what kind of condition the bike, if the bike's been ridden a lot, look at these kind of things. Because then you could tell if it's been laid down a lot, it's been ridden a lot. Look, on here, look how clean this is. This thing has been barely taken on and off, on and off. You could tell, look, they put like channel locks on there. So it has come off a couple times, but not that much. So it's just a cable. The cable didn't say GT on it. This is the part you want to save. Okay? This is the part I just recently found out was worth a lot. I've never seen it for sale, so guys, comment in. What are these going for? How much are these going for? How much have you guys seen these go up for?
It looks like an old lady.
What?
It's like wrinkly.
What the hell?
It's like literally melting. Oh my
I
god.
had a gummies like that yesterday.
Chew on it.
I could chew on it. That looks like gummy.
You would chew on it?
By the way,
Gummy.
who was smoking out last night? All I know is I smell something. What did I tell you about smoking?
You should quit it, but
These kids, man.
Well, we have the grips. They're off.
mom approved.
Ooh.
Sticker's still good though.
Yeah?
Look at.
Nice.
Try to pull this.
Hey, so for some of you guys that are like, I did a couple videos where you guys are like, oh wow, look at those grips. You can literally like say those are NOS.
NOS, I know. That's crazy.
But you know, for some of you guys that saw some of my old video goes, oh, that's so corny. Why would you put grips? Guys, they come with the grips under. This bike is about as stock as possible. This guy didn't do this. So they come with it under. The chain itself, it looks like a lot of cosmetic. The way you could test the chain is this. There's not a lot of sideways movement. So this chain's actually really good.
It's like melting. I can't even peel it off.
Yuck.
That grip almost hit my.
Everyone's in sandals.
So yeah, everything. A lot of this is coming off. This comes with a really cool seal bearing for the one piece.
Gosh.
Oh my God.
It's still clear inside though.
Throw it away, Shuma.
See, all these nuts and bolts are coming off because there was no rainwater getting into it. You know, this thing wasn't near the beach either. This is all like air moisture that rusted this. So the nuts and bolts are coming off really good. I'm really scared to hold this seat because I'm afraid it's gonna snap. I've done this once and the seat snapped. Oh my God, look at this.
I smelled
How long is that?
Wow.
age.
This thing was slightly bent. So
Rust in it.
just how quick we're tearing down everything seems to be working. It tells me this bike is actually really good condition, minus the surface rust. The surprising thing was the free wheel was seized up, but after like pushing it really hard, it broke free.
Gummy bear grip.
No, man, we get stuck on your shoe.
Pretty good condition, dude.
I know, I need a.
So this shows how smooth it is. So where it was really tight before was the freewheel and chain. That's because this bearing right here is the Seal GT one. So again, if it was just water vapor in the air, it didn't get inside the bearing to damage it. So that's a good sign.
Those are
So you're gonna buy any bike, that's the kind of stuff you want to look at to see what's causing the rust, what's causing the damage. If it's rainwater, constantly raining on it, then inside's probably cooked. So we're throwing all the chromoly stuff into the bin. I'm separating the chromoly and the aluminum because it has different effect when we wash it with acid. So how did you do it? How did you do it without stripping the sticker?
So with this lever, pull the bolt all the way off, and then just use a plastic tire lever with this Park Tool one,
Why not a screwdriver?
because it'll mar it. Plastic won't scratch it. Pop it in there, pry it open, it'll float right off.
There you go. It's a little attention to detail that honestly a lot of people don't appreciate. There's the little bags in the back. We're gonna throw all the little stuff in. All right, here we have it. We have it stripped down. We had to call in backup. Look at all this backup we got to help us take it apart. Okay, probably one of the worst thing on this thing, and some of you guys might think it's cool, is these plastic American cups. Okay, what did I say? Some engineer probably go, hey, you know, we could use metal, but let's mess with the mechanics. Let's mess with all the dumbass that have to like work on these bikes and make it the hardest possible to get these things out without damaging them. Your boy got it out without any damage. So, all right, so it's all taken apart. We're gonna go ahead and soak this.
last time we tear down, and then after that we dip in the acid, and then make it rust go away. See, look at this. Dip in the acid for like about full day, and then we clean it up. See the chain. Looks amazing.
You guys remember the chain was very rusty. So what we did was, yeah, we soaked it the whole day, scrubbed it, and then after that took Tri-Flow and pretty much drenched this in Tri-Flow. But one thing I want you guys to look at is, I'm not sure the camera will show, but you see little kind of like little pitted. Those are all the rust that's eaten into the chrome. Now, what the acid solution was, it burned off all the rust, but it doesn't mean that it's gonna go and fix the chrome. So imagine if you had a cancer, they have to remove it, you're gonna have a chunk of skin or a chunk of meat missing. So that's what this is. So all the rust it has been coming off of it. We scrubbed it, did really intensive like scrubbing on it, but that's the outcome of it. I'm not sure if you guys remember, the crank was completely rusted. Now, I did tell the customer the word Power Series, it would have probably come off because there was rust underneath the word. And so when the acid goes in and eats it, it's gonna eat the paint that's on the surface. So some of the wear did get pitted. But if you guys look back, and you guys will see, this thing was crusted. Okay, this thing looked like a churro. It was like all rusted with coated with cinnamon. The seat post, this was inside the frame, but this was on the outside. Again, all the rust is gone, but look at the pit. Fork came out pretty decent. Chrome's pretty decent. And the one thing I love about the acid, right? Shuma was kind of surprised because it's his first time doing it, that the sticker didn't get burned. I'll be honest with you guys, it got a lot of the rust, but the pitting is just throughout the whole bike. Dropout's very clean, so you could tell the bike wasn't like abused. It wasn't taken on and off a lot, but it was just left. The rust of like the last 30 years, it's just been eating and eating in. So we're gonna start reassembling this. The stem, you know, cleaned it, and I was telling you guys what we use is like a pumice hand cleaner, and all we do is we rub this thing down with it. It got rid of a lot of calcium. These stems were never polished. It was never like a mirror polish. They were polished. I'm not gonna go and polish this because I would rather have all these edges perfectly radius than to take it to the wrong polisher and he's gonna go and he's gonna round more. So you see how the pedal's all oxidized? So we're gonna send this out to rocket blasting, but what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put some hot glue right here. Just a little trick. So when Reese blasted, the abrasive stuff doesn't get into the bearing, so it'll still be smooth, because it's actually pretty smooth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So for how old it is, so this thing should come out really good. GT works really good.